Onion rings, the ring goes. Would you welcome Mr. Harry Fisher? Hi, Harry. Come right on in. Nice to see you, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you object to the term old-fashioned?
Not really. Not really. I really am an old-fashioned man.
Well, you know, I think we could use some of that nowadays. Because one of my pet peeves is somebody who comes on the market with a product. They get an audience for it, and then they say, "Now we got them spending the money. Now let's pull a couple of the ingredients out and put in a little water, a little of this, a little of that." You don't do that with yours.
That is so true. That is so true. No, we don't do that. Once we establish a formula and we get something that the eating public likes, we stay with it.
And we're going to show you about these onion rings today. Maybe we'll make one or two.
All right.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to do with a frozen onion ring. You got to have cold hands for it. Never a question in our mind. Okay, you're about to make an onion ring. What can you do with a bell? Okay, 9 from the bottom remains the count. 1,070 on our next one. Let's mosey on over and see how Harry's coming along with the onion ring. Oh, that looks like a lot of trouble, Harry.
Well, this is the way we used to do it many years ago. We get a lot of eggs and milk and flour and everything together, and then we'd stir it up and make. It's quite a mess.
Make your own batter.
Make your own batter.
Well, you know you got a good product that way.
Well, you want to know something? This really is the best way to make an onion ring. I do make French fried onion rings for a living, but if you have the time and the information and clean up the mess afterwards, and this is the way to do it.
Well, that's a good, honest statement on your part. I suppose anything that takes that much time and trouble has got to be number one, if you get the right kind of onion. But I notice you got the jolly green giant of onions.
Well, these onions, after 10 years of working with farmers and with Dr. Franklin at the University of Idaho, we've come up with what we think is one of the finest onions for onion rings.
The size of that thing, would you?
These onions will weigh anywhere from half a pound to a pound and a quarter apiece.
What kind of onions are they?
This is a sweet Spanish onion, grown especially for us with a special type of seed that we use in the preparation of our onion rings. However, if someone would like these, I think at the farmer's market they may carry a breed of this type. And really the way to do this is to cut the top and bottom off an onion. And I'll show you something here that the average person doesn't worry about, and that is the center of the ring itself. You notice you have rings going all around it. Now this is almost a perfect onion, but it isn't, because in the center here there are two separate rings.
I don't know if our cameras are able to pick that up.
I'm going to...
if you're going to chop it, you can take it back.
Yeah, let me pull a slice out of that.
You chop, you hold. I don't hold. I'll
pull a...
Yeah, now I think you'll be able to see a little better what we mean. That there's sort of a little thing, looks like a tree inside there.
Right. Now when you pull them out, all these rings come apart, you see? Now we've got, this makes a beautiful onion ring. We get down into the center here, and now we've got two cores. A perfect onion only has a single core. But the fact that they're this size, we can live with that because we have a lot of nice big onions to go with it.
Now what do you do with those little things there?
These little things are, these are really the sweetest part of the onion.
Put a little batter on it. You don't throw those away, do you?
No, we didn't know what to do with this for years. Hence the ringos that are made from these. We also have another onion ring that's called a Coronet bread and onion ring that I started this country. I think it was 1949. I made the first frozen onion rings in the world, and we're still using the same formula, the same batter that we did at that time. These things go into there.
The big round ones,
the big round ones,
and the other go into the ring.
The center pieces are chopped up and put into here.
I don't know what there is about this, Harry, but it's bringing tears to my eyes just thinking about it.
Well, that's the other thing that you really have to have when you're making your own onion rings. Be sure and have a box of Kleenex, because even I cried over it.
You're absolutely right. As a matter of fact, we'll be back after this commercial message from the literary deal to try to find you at home. I got 9 from the bottom. How long have you been in the food business, sir?
I'd say 55 years. I guess I was born and raised in it.
The rumor is out that you are the guy who put the first TV dinner together.
Well, it's not really a rumor. I did put it together in the middle 40s, and I called it a miracle meal. It was the most fantastic product ever produced. It was made just like we do at home. We put it in the market. We were doing a real good job with it. The price was, we had to get 98 cents for it, and it really was good, and it was selling well.
But you had to get 98 cents for it.
That was the rub, because soon competition came along, and the price became 59 and 69 and 49 and all over the board, and we couldn't compete with. At least I didn't want to cut the quality, and I thought, well, rather than do that, I'll just get out of the business.
Well, that's a good part. When the price goes up and when the quality accompanies it, forget it. We're calling area code 714, the number 897-6257. Nobody home in Westminster. $1,080 on our next one. Let's get back to our cooking over here. I know that you have chicken salad, tuna salad, ham salad.
Well, these are unique items in the fact that we've developed a method and a bacteria control whereby chicken salad, tuna salad, ham salad, we produce them and they will keep in your market or in your home for 90 days in a refrigerator and not frozen. We've just completed new tests now, and we are now able to freeze mayonnaise and salad dressing, and no one in the world has ever been able to do that, to my knowledge.
Not either.
So you'll find this at your favorite market everywhere in the delicatessen department.
Well, excellent. We'll look for that. It's all carries the brand name Coronet, right?
All carries Coronet.
Now, these are the frozen onion rings, right?
This is the Ringo.
Ringo.
And these are made by the diced, by taking these center pieces and dicing them up, thereby giving you a uniform onion throughout the ring itself. These are great. However, if they get lost in the market somewhere and they they may be there 6 months or a year, we don't know. And an onion is 92% moisture. Someday you buy a package of onion rings and you open it up and break the breading, and inside you find just a little piece of cotton. It looks like cotton. And you say, what happened to the onion ring? All the moisture disappeared and dehydrated. So after a period of time, all you have is just a little tiny piece of cotton in there. That's what I call it. So in order to make sure that we have uniformity and onion in an onion ring all the time, we developed this Ringo, which in my opinion is good or better than the ring itself. If you make this at home, God bless you, it's better than I can make in frozen. But the next thing to it is this and this baby here.
Well, I think, Harry, that's the main thing that I like about you is that you respect quality and you respect the people that spend their money for your product. And I congratulate you for it. Right now, we're going to pause for a commercial message, then we'll be back with another telephone call. We're going to get to eat any of these things?
I'm going to fry them.
Okay, very good.
We're going to fry them up.
Good, we'll be back. Coming up in a little while for $1,090. Would you look what has happened over here? I see Muzzy Marcelino has gotten into the end. How are they, Muzz? Very good. These have just come out of the deep.
Yeah, we just took them out of the fryer.
Okay. And good and hot, right? Can we take a little survey, Harry? I contend that just about everybody likes onion rings, and you say you don't think so, huh?
Well, I hope they do, but I don't think so.
We've got about a dozen crew members in the studio. If there's any of you fellas, and be honest about it, who don't like onion rings, could we hear a boo for onion rings? You know, it's not a point well taken. The audio man knows which side his onion ring is breaded on. He just killed every microphone, and nobody said boo. I kind of thought so. Crazy hula hoops.
This is really a fantastic product because it's plump, it's crispy. When you break it open, there's onion all through it, and there's a little bit of seasoning in there that's made from the juices of the onion that we put into the batter when we put it into it. So I think really it's... I'm waiting for the pastrami. Pastrami, yeah.
I purposely did not taste one of these until right now, until we went on the air.
That's true.
And I'll give you my honest opinion. It is the best onion ring, the best commercially packaged onion ring I've ever eaten.
Oh, I appreciate that.
It's delicious. It really is.
Tall enough to kiss you on the cheek.
Get back. I'm eating onions, Harry. Haven't you? They are called Coronet. That's the brand name, and they're good. Onion rings are the Ringos. Now, these are the Ringos, right? The little ones.
That's the Ringos.
Oh, the big ones got to be better.
These are the big ones.
It's gone? I'm sorry. But our time is all used up. I'm not sorry. I'm going to stand here and eat onions. I hope you'll stick with us for our next two phone calls. Harry, thank you very much. Look for his products. They're Coronet. Muzzy, good music today. Thank you. We'll see you in a little while. Right now, here's Lucille with her magic machine.